New Honda Service Center scams that you must be aware of. Recently in California, a Honda Accord owner was charged nearly $1,800 for a fuel system cleaning, only to later learn that Honda doesn't even recommend that service for his mileage. Sounds unbelievable? Unfortunately, it's happening more often than you think. Industry reports show that almost half of vehicle owners have been talked into repairs they didn't actually need, while many others were quietly overcharged for parts or labor. And Honda service centers are not immune to these tactics. But don't worry. In this video, I'm breaking down 7 new Honda Service Center scams you must be aware of. Stick around because number 2 could put your safety at risk, and others could drain over $1,000 from your wallet without you realizing it. Number 7. The sudden brake crisis pitch. This scam works because it plays directly on fear, and nothing scares drivers faster than the idea of losing their brakes. You bring your Honda in for something simple, maybe an oil change or tire rotation, and suddenly you are told there is a serious brake issue that needs immediate attention. The service advisor might say your pads are dangerously low or your rotors are on the verge of failure, even if you haven't noticed any warning signs at all. Here's what usually happens next. You are shown a generic photo of worn brake pads or given a vague measurement with no context. No side-by-side comparison, no explanation of Honda's actual brake wear limits, just pressure. The message is clear: approve the repair now, or you are risking your safety. The truth is, Honda brake systems are designed to last tens of thousands of miles, and they usually give clear warning signs like noise, vibration, or dashboard alerts before becoming unsafe. Yet some service centers recommend a full brake replacement far earlier than necessary, bundling pads, rotors, hardware, and labor into a package that can easily cost $700 to over $1,200. What makes this even more deceptive is that partial repairs are often possible. Many times, only the pads need replacement, but replacing everything at once means a much bigger bill. The smart move is to ask for exact measurements in millimeters and compare them to Honda's specifications. Request to physically see your brake components. And if the advisor refuses or rushes you, that's a major red flag. Overall, brakes are critical, but panic-driven repairs are profitable. Knowing the difference could save you hundreds of dollars and a lot of unnecessary stress. Number 6. The inflated wheel alignment charge. This scam usually starts with a routine visit with an oil change, tire rotation, or inspection. Everything seems normal until the service advisor returns with a serious look and says your Honda's alignment is way off. They will warn that if you don't fix it immediately, your tires will wear unevenly, your steering will suffer, and your fuel economy could drop. Sounds urgent, right? That's exactly the point. Here is what many drivers don't realize. Wheel alignments don't suddenly go bad overnight unless you have hit a major pothole or been in an accident. Yet some service centers recommend alignments almost automatically, even when the car drives straight and the tires show no unusual wear. What should be a preventative check turns into a $150 to $400 charge, sometimes even more when bundled into a premium alignment package. The real trick comes with the upsell. You might be told your Honda needs a 4-wheel precision alignment or advanced calibration tied to steering sensors. These terms sound official, but often aren't necessary. In some cases, the alignment is barely adjusted at all, or worse, never performed, despite the charge appearing on your bill. Another red flag is refusing to provide proof. A legitimate alignment should come with a before and after printout showing measurable changes to camber, caster, and toe. If the service center can't show you this data or avoids the question entirely, that's a serious warning sign. What makes this scam so effective is fear. No one wants to ruin expensive tires or compromise safety, but fear-based selling is exactly how unnecessary services slip through. Remember, if your Honda drives straight, the steering wheel is centered, and your tires are wearing evenly, chances are you don't need an urgent alignment. This isn't just about maintenance, and it's one of the most common overcharges happening at Honda service centers today. Number 5. The advanced system recalibration trap. This one is especially dangerous because it hides behind technology most drivers don't fully understand. Modern Honda vehicles are packed with advanced safety features like adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, collision mitigation braking, and blind spot monitoring. When something as simple as a windshield replacement, wheel alignment, or minor bumper repair happens, some service centers immediately claim these systems must be recalibrated. However, not every repair requires recalibration, and Honda's own service guidelines are very specific about when it's actually needed. Yet many drivers are told if they don't recalibrate, their safety systems won't work. This results in a surprise bill ranging anywhere from $400 to over $1,200 for a procedure that may be unnecessary or not even performed at all. Even worse, some dealerships charge for dynamic and static recalibration without providing proof the process was completed. In certain cases, the car was never even driven the required distance for calibration to occur. Customers assume it's legitimate because it sounds technical, complex, and critical to safety. What makes this scam even more troubling is that it can mask real problems. If recalibration is claimed but not actually done, your vehicle's safety systems could be misaligned or malfunctioning, giving you a false sense of protection on the road. In the long run, the smart move is to always ask for documentation, including scan reports or calibration logs. Request to see exactly which system failed, why recalibration is needed, and what Honda procedure is being followed. If they can't explain it clearly, that's a red flag. This is about safety, and unfortunately, this is one of the most common and costly tricks happening at Honda service centers today. Number 4. The hybrid battery conditioning scheme. This scam preys on one thing most Honda hybrid owners worry about: the battery. Service advisors know the word battery instantly triggers fear, because replacing a hybrid battery can cost thousands. That's exactly why some Honda service centers push something called hybrid battery conditioning, or battery rebalancing, as a must-do service. You see, most Honda hybrid batteries are designed to manage themselves. The vehicle's onboard system already controls charging, cooling, and balancing automatically. Under normal driving conditions, there is no routine maintenance required to condition the battery. But customers are often told their battery is losing efficiency or showing imbalance, even when there are no warning lights, error codes, or performance issues. Once fear sets in, the pitch follows. You are told this service will extend battery life, restore lost capacity, or prevent future failure. The price is anywhere from $400 to over $1,000. And in many cases, the procedure is nothing more than a software scan, a short drive cycle, or a system reset that takes minimal time and effort. What makes this especially misleading is the lack of proof. Customers are rarely shown before and after data, diagnostic codes, or measurable results. You are expected to trust the process simply because it sounds advanced and technical. But Honda's own maintenance guidelines do not list battery conditioning as a routine service for most hybrid models. Even worse, some owners are sold this service repeatedly, despite no change in vehicle performance. That's a major red flag. Before agreeing to anything, ask if there is an active battery fault or warning code. If the answer is no, chances are this service isn't necessary. Hybrid technology is complex, but that doesn't mean it needs constant conditioning. Number 3. The extended warranty compliance myth. This scam is built entirely on misinformation. It usually starts when a Honda service advisor casually warns you that skipping certain services could void your extended warranty. Suddenly, routine maintenance turns into a long list of mandatory add-ons you never planned to buy. Miss this service, they say, and Honda won't cover future repairs. That statement alone should make you pause. You see, Honda warranties cannot be voided just because you decline optional services. As long as you follow the basic maintenance schedule outlined by Honda and keep records, your warranty remains intact. But many service centers mix things up between recommended and required, intentionally making it sound like you have no choice. You will often see this tied to expensive services like premium oil packages, early fluid flushes, injector cleanings, or dealership-only inspections. The advisor may even flag your file, claiming it shows non-compliance, pressuring you to approve hundreds or thousands of dollars in unnecessary work just to stay covered. What makes this especially deceptive is how official it sounds. Words like warranty compliance, manufacturer requirement, or coverage protection are used to shut down questions and rush decisions. Most customers don't want to risk losing warranty coverage. so they pay without realizing they are being misled. In reality, laws like the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act protect consumers from exactly this kind of tactic. Honda cannot require you to buy extra services or dealership-exclusive maintenance to keep your warranty valid unless those services are provided for free. This is why you should always ask them to show you written proof from Honda stating the services required for warranty coverage. If they can't, that's your answer. This scam is about protecting their profit. Number 2, the engine protection add-on. This one sounds reassuring until you realize it's mostly smoke and mirrors. Many Honda owners are offered an engine protection package during service visits or right after purchase. It's pitched as a special treatment that coats internal engine parts, reduces wear, improves performance, and extends engine life. The price is anywhere from $300 to $900, and that's where the problem begins. In reality, modern Honda engines are already engineered with extremely tight tolerances and are designed to run on standard engine oil that already contains advanced additives. Honda does not require, nor recommend, any extra engine coatings or mystery chemicals. Yet service advisors often claim this package is essential, especially for city driving, hot climates, or high-mileage vehicles, none of which automatically justify the treatment. What's even more concerning is that many of these packages involve pouring a generic additive into the oil or fuel system that provides no measurable benefit. Some aren't even compatible with Honda's engine specifications. Once it's added, there is no way to verify what was used or whether it helped at all. The real giveaway is that these packages usually come with vague promises but zero guarantees. They don't replace regular maintenance, they don't prevent breakdowns, and they rarely include any meaningful warranty coverage. In some cases, owners later discover the protection doesn't cover repairs unless strict conditions are met. If your engine truly needed protection, Honda would list it in the maintenance schedule. And since it doesn't, regular oil changes with the correct oil do the job perfectly. Number 1. The invisible fluid crisis. You bring your Honda in for a routine oil change, and suddenly the service advisor comes back with a serious look. They tell you multiple fluids are dirty, breaking down, or past due, and warn that delaying service could lead to major damage. Transmission fluid, coolant, brake fluid, differential fluid. It sounds overwhelming and expensive. Here's what they don't always tell you. Many modern Honda fluids are designed to last far longer than dealerships suggest. Some transmissions are built to go tens of thousands of miles before a fluid change is even recommended. Yet drivers are often pushed into early flushes, even when the fluid is still within factory specs. The trick works because fluids are hard to verify. Most customers never see the fluid themselves, and vague terms like contaminated or degraded are used without proof. In some cases, the flush isn't necessary at all. In worse cases, the service may be rushed, improperly done, or not performed, while you are still charged full price. What makes this especially risky is that unnecessary fluid flushes can actually cause harm. For example, flushing a transmission too early or incorrectly can disrupt internal components and lead to shifting problems that didn't exist before. The safest defense is your Honda owner's manual. It clearly lists when each fluid should be inspected or replaced based on mileage and driving conditions. If a service center recommends something earlier, request test results, fluid condition reports, or visual confirmation. If the explanation sounds generic or pressured, that's your warning sign. This scam thrives on confusion and fear, and it's one of the most common ways Honda owners lose hundreds of dollars on services their car never needed in the first place.